What if Jason Duval, one of the main characters in GTA 6, isn't just a criminal, but actually a cop, or at least working with the police? It's quite a popular fan theory that's been around for a while, but after trailer 2, there might actually be real clues that point in that direction. So let's take a deeper look at those clues, as well as Jason's backstory and what this might mean for GTA 6's story. Guys, if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. Thank you guys, and let's go. So as we know, Jason is one of the main characters of GTA 6 alongside Lucia, and on Rockstar's website we can find this little snippet of Jason's background. Jason wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After staying in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys, doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. So as mentioned, we now know that Jason has been in the army, and he also has a tattoo on his arm that likely refers to his military past, as it looks like one of those Ranger battalion tattoos, showing what looks like a skull together with a parachute. And with this information in mind, it is likely that Jason is a sharpshooter who knows how to handle weapons, and from what we have seen so far in terms of trailers, he seems to be the more calm and collected type of person, at least when compared to Lucia. So that would make his characteristics suitable for someone working with the police as an undercover or an informant. Now let's get to the fun part, the possible clues in trailer 2. So when Jason arrives at prison to pick up Lucia, a cop asks him, "Have I seen you here before?" And Jason replies, "You might have."
I've seen you here before.
You might have.
This can of course indicate a lot of things. For example, maybe that he has been there before to visit Lucia, or that he himself has been imprisoned at some point. But it could also be a clue that he is involved with the police somehow and that the cop has seen him around. In the second trailer, there's also a sequence where someone calls out Jason during a mission and says, "Yo, is this fool a Fed?"
Yo, D, this full of Fed?
Implying that Jason must have done something that makes him look suspicious to them. A third clue that we can find is that on one of these screenshots on Rockstar's website, Jason is driving a car with Brian as passenger, and he's wearing a bulletproof vest and a red cap, which he's wearing backwards. This is very interesting because in trailer 1, there's actually a sequence of the police raiding a building, and one of the policemen is wearing exactly what Jason was wearing in that screenshot. A bulletproof vest, which we now also can see that it actually says police at the back of it, right? And also the backwards red cap again. So could that be Jason posing as a cop to possibly steal drugs or something from criminals? But it's very suspicious indeed. Another thing worth mentioning is that according to this Reddit post posted by Reddit user Gorilla in a Bikini, it is possible that GTA has never done a cutscene without any main character being there. So that could imply that it is indeed Jason in the police raid shot from trailer 1, but also that he might be present in this other shot here from trailer 2, where we get a glimpse at one of the possible antagonists in the story who happens to be a cop. And he actually says, "Us cops, we gotta protect each other."
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
So could it possibly be Jason here to the left? Well, before we go further, we also gotta ask ourselves the question that if Jason is an undercover cop, would it really make any sense for him to possibly kill multiple other cops and doing heists, robberies, etc. to that extent that we have seen in pretty much every GTA game, right? So it probably doesn't make sense, right? But that doesn't rule out that he might have been working with the police somehow at some point during the story, or as mentioned before, possibly fake being a cop during a heist or something like that. So what could this mean then for GTA 6's story if Jason somehow was involved with police? Well, the trust between him and Lucia will likely be a big thing in the game, and the trust between them could suffer a lot, of course, if Lucia somehow got to know that Jason has been helping the police this whole time. And the possibility of one of them having like a double life could make him have two personalities as well, and that will also of course create tension between him and Lucia once again. And of course, to calm down a little bit, this is of course speculation. If anything of all these things we have talked about here turn out to be true, that would of course make it possible for a huge plot twist of the story and a lot of drama as well. Also think about the fact that in the Fast and Furious movies, where Paul Walker's character Brian O'Connor goes undercover as a cop, and then he ends up falling in love and actually liking the people that he was supposed to betray. So if Jason really is working with the cops, it would put him in the exact same position as Brian O'Connor in Fast and Furious. And I think that would of course be a very interesting storyline as well, and it opens up for a very emotional ride for the player playing through this whole story. So what do you think, guys? Could Jason somehow be involved with the police in GTA 6, or is it just an intentional misdirection from Rockstar? Let me know what you think about this theory in the comments, and remember that this is just speculation speculation and theories. We actually have to wait until we get to play the game to know if we were right about this theory all along or if we were very far off. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye y'all.